Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Angela Santoro.
I'm Trayvon Miles.
And this is Delmarva Sports Insider. We have a great show for you planned, as always, but it is playoff time right now, so we had the Legion Ball and Eastern Shore Baseball going on. It was a showdown last night in the Jimmy Carter Memorial Tournament winners bracket between the #1 Purdue Chicks and the #2 Georgetown Titans. We'll have more on that coming up.
That's right. It was the final week of the regular season for the Supreme Summer League. Highlights and playoff seeding released. The only place you can find it is right here.
And Trey will also bring you the latest from the Shorebirds with the newest edition of Bird's Nest coming to you in just a bit.
Yes, I will.
We're going to start things off right here in Salisbury, just down the street at Purdue Stadium. Now, it wasn't the Shorebirds playing this week. It was Legion Ball. Wycomico and Kent Queen Anne's hit the field for a best-of-3 game series. To game 1 we go. Kent Queen Anne's would be looking to get some offense going. We'll pull up those graphics, but we'll kind of talk you through this. Brady Wilkins will send one into center, but look who is there to save the day. The myth, the man, the legend himself. It's Michael Jean-Charles there. He dives and makes the catch. Take 2. Jean-Charles is there again looking to PR in his vert. Comes in with it like it's nothing. Then Kent Queen Anne's finally breaks through. Third time's the charm. Adam Rovenolt finds some space in center. Nice throw from Jean-Charles, but Cole Clave is safe at the plate. I want to be like Michael Jean-Charles does it again, but this time with his bat. A solo shot to left. Yes, he just graduated high school. And Wycomico wins game 1, 12-2 the final, but could they win game 2? Top of the first here, and Jean-Charles is back. He singles the left, and LeBron Hilliard is going to come in to help Wycomico take a 1-0 lead. Kent Queen Anne's responds in the bottom of the first. Ben Manley with the RBI single into center. That'll score Brady Wilkins to tie things up at 1, but Wycomico strikes back again. Ben Davis up at the plate with an RBI single. It'll get through the infield, and his team will take a 2-run lead there. Kent Queen Anne's back at it. Kevin Kanglo with the RBI single, and Wilkins will score again to make it 8-7. And they'll look for even more from Tyler Brown. He knocks one into center. Camden Lancaster comes home, but you can't try to come home on Jean-Charles. Why? Because he's going to throw you out at the plate. The perfect throw from the Bennett grad as Wycomico holds on to take this one 11-7, and they will be representing the Eastern Shore next week in the American Legion State Tournament.
That kid is something else.
He really is. It's incredible.
Also, postseason time in the Eastern Shore Baseball League, the Purdue Chicks met up with the Georgetown Titan in the winner's bracket of the Jimmy Carter Memorial Tournament. Pick it up in the third inning. Chicks trailing 10-0. It's not getting any better. Nate Jones with a deep shot to center. Tyler Rydkak scores seconds, and I mean seconds later. Nathan Justice hits a deep shot. Jake Meterchick come on down. Titans held a lead of 12-0. Garrett Coverdale hands Purdue their only bright spot of the game. DJ Long would score here on a wild pitch. And I told the guys last night, when it's not your night, it is just not your night. Cam Stewart with the unassisted double play as the Chicks get drubbed. Georgetown wins it 12-1. And Tri-County and the State Line Strutters in the losers bracket of the tourney. Caleb Taylor holding it down for his team. Strong arm, gets the strikeout. He's rocking a purple hat. Colors are clashing a little bit there, but his infield was not. Mitch Green tosses one to Brandon McCabe, and he'll show you why I only played first base for 1 game. Stretches it out wild to get the out. Corey Wiley would be on the mound for Tri-County. Former SU Seagull, also played in the Phillies organization. Guys, he can still chuck it. Gets a strikeout there. Wiley would get his team on the lead on his next at bat. Blast one out to center where Joel Maher is rolling. Literally great catch there, but Brian Hall scores. After we packed our stuff up and left, the Strutters got their bats going. They come back for a win of 3-2. Now today, the action continued in the Jimmy Memorial Tournament. The State Line Strutters and the Purdue Chicks both lost last night, so they went head-to-head earlier today. That game finished with another loss for the Chicks. 4-2 the final. The Strutters win it. The Chicks lost 2 games all season, but today marked their 2nd straight loss in just this tournament. The Strutters are advancing to the championship game going on right now against the Georgetown Titans. Of course, we'll have all your updates on that game in our later shows.
Yes, okay. Well, I really am surprised that the Chicks got 2 losses. We haven't seen them lose at all yet. So now we're going to switch gears over to basketball. Now, each week we bring you games from the Supreme Summer League. And we're going to take a look at Decatur's Tyree Henry, who you saw dominate when his team, Maryland Supreme, faced the Knights on Thursday. We're going to start off here with Jaquan Johnson. He takes it up the court, and he'll toss it up to Tyree Henry for the finish to get Maryland Supreme going early on. Now the Knights would be finding a rhythm of their own. Keontae Sturgis dishes it off to Tynez Warner. working the perimeter and drops the 3-ball there. Now check this one out here. I'm going to give props here to Duron Polk because he's the one that just got the rebound. He is surrounded by big guys out there. The ball gets loose, but guess he's going to stay with it. He'll get the bucket to go there. But this one was all about Maryland Supreme. Keve Aluma finds Henry, who is going to throw it down, and that will close it out. That's a pride herder right there. Well, as Maryland Supreme takes this one and that ball down the net, as they down the Knights 52-32, the final.
Snow Hill taking on the short shots. Almani Allen putting the team on his back, though. Allen is a transfer from Pocomoke. Said he's coming to Snow Hill because he wants to play football. A freshman soccer stud for the Pocomoke Warriors last year. Got a feeling he'll star for that basketball team in Snow Hill as well. The short shots trying to mount a comeback. Kevin Fisher goes up the court with a nice euro for the finish. But this is kind of how the game went for the short shots, who looked kind of unsure on this fast break here. Denied by Amir Fisher as Snow Hill goes on to take the win. Also won at 52-32.
Same scores. That's kind of crazy. And here is the third and final game from Thursday night, and it was a close one. Now the Knights got the bounce-back win 43-40 over Distinct Design in Game 2 after falling to Maryland Supreme. Keontae Sturgis led the Knights with 12 points, and this was a good and much-needed win just in time for the playoffs. And Trey, I know you have those standings there.
Speaking of playoffs, Positive Image finishes the regular season undefeated at 8-0. They will be the #1 seed with the first-round bye. They face the winner of the first-round Heat Shore Shots matchup. Maryland Supreme at 7-1 has the 2 seed. They take on Snow Hill. Distinct Design finishes at 5-3. They host the Knights, and it's playoff time. They started on Thursday, and guess what, Angela? You know we will be there.
Of course, every single week. I know you guys have been seeing Trey out there. It's been a great time.
Awesome. It's awesome.
All right, well, it's time for our first commercial break, but when we come back, our very own Spencer Tillis will honor a Pocomoke field hockey coach, Susan Pusey, and the legacy that she has left here on Delmarva. Keep it right here.
Hi, my name is Nate Smith. I'm a pitcher and outfielder for Delmar, and you're watching Delmar Sports Insider.